through these 8 weeks, not only did independent research on the internet, because one of the intentions behind this program was to, let's get our kids thinking about how do you collect information that's not from the internet. We had a Ugandan gentleman come into the classroom, for example, one day who spent the afternoon with them, and the kids got to interview them. So not only are they learning interesting things about Uganda and Africa, the projects that they're exploring, they're also learning really valuable skills, like not only research skills of the internet, but interviewing skills and those sorts of things.
So I think this project really helped the kids develop skills that they'll need for future success in life, because they're working in groups, and the whole project was group work and group-based, and we know that in the future and in careers, you're always working with people, and that whole, you have to be a team player and you have to get along with people. So working in a group was very important, and all of the basic skills, literacy was involved, and they had to do writing, and they had to do research, and they had to do reading, and there was presentation skills involved. So just a lot of those basic skills that we need to get kids practicing and learning in elementary that then transcend throughout their lives.
One of the grade 3 teachers, Veronica McGarry, ended up planning a dance-a-thon that all the grade levels, the primary grade levels got involved in, and they raised $9,500 for their partner school in Uganda, which is not expected. You know, when we enter into this partnership of schools in Uganda and schools in Canada, it's not necessarily for the kids here to raise money for the kids in Africa. That's not what it's about. It's about creating these opportunities of sharing and learning about different people, and that's what it's all about. And so that initiative of the grade 3 teacher was something that was beyond our expectations.
The most valuable part of the exhibition for the students was working with each other and really getting to meet the people who experienced the issues in Uganda firsthand. The numerous visitors that we had coming in and the experts that came in to talk to us about what life was like there, what kinds of things they had seen firsthand, and the stories that they shared with the kids was, I think, really what brought the issues home to them and really made them understand what they were working on, and it sort of put a face to the issues and helped them sort of really relate on a personal level to it. So I think the guest speakers were the biggest part of this for them.
Do you think the audience knows what our exhibition is about? Let's tell them about our exhibition. Our exhibition's central idea is happiness is a global feeling that most people enjoy. We are inquiring into life in Uganda and our sister school in Yamarande. The children there are much like us. They are grateful for what they have, appreciate their families, and want to be happy too.
Hi, Grace. Guess what? We have been learning about Uganda for the past month. I think it's really cool because all the people there have such a sense of community. So much empathy, though. I mean, they have to play with things that we would usually throw out.
Music reminds me of when I played in my home village. Second, when I played with my dad. But the last time I got to play with my dad was when the rebels came.
Mom, I want an iPhone. My phone really sucks, and someone stole my iPod. It's a phone, an iPod, and it has internet. I don't get this phone, I will run away and you will be forced to live alone for the rest of your life. Mom, I really want this phone. Please, 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 can I get it?
The kids at Victoria School kind of took it to a number of levels. The idea of happiness was a central theme that we always consistently kind of focused on because it's a positive approach, but it's also an approach that gets to the core of where we're the same.
It opens my eyes to the rest of the world, that there's not just stuff happening in Canada, but it's happening everywhere.
I don't take things quite for granted so much, and you kind of feel bad for the kids in Uganda, but then again they live through it, so you have to admire them for that.
The thing is that as teachers, we know we have a set curriculum that we have to follow. We have provincial expectations and guidelines that are important. But when you think about, in the grand scheme of things, like what kinds of kids do you want to be raising and putting out into the world to be global citizens, there are issues that are really important that need to be addressed that aren't necessarily in the curriculum. And so by addressing the skills that the curriculum asks you to, like being aware of current events and all the language arts discipline skills that can be addressed as well, we don't necessarily have to follow the topics or the content from the curriculum. Like Uganda and Africa isn't in the grade 6 curriculum, but they learned so much from this and they became such global citizens and global thinkers as a result that really I can't see, that being any less important than trees and forests or any less important than air and aerodynamics. Like in the grand scheme of things, I think it's actually more important. So if we can hit those process skills and those transdisciplinary skills by addressing this topic, you can still get a whole whack of the curriculum covered, but look at something really important in the global perspective as well.